A report on a Hoover couple forced out of their home due to toxic mold making them sick has some of you asking questions. What kind of health problems can it cause, and how does a mold inspection work? More answers tonight from the I-Team, Cynthia Gould.
And if my meter gets up into the red, that means the materials may be wet enough to support mold.
Lee Ramey has spent 40-plus years investigating mold issues across the metro area.
God made mold, and mold's everywhere. Everybody's immune system is different, and so we kind of have to make sure that we have it at a level that the occupant can stand.
Ramey says a thorough inspection should take a couple of hours.
I tell people I'm like a bad mother-in-law. I go everywhere.
But he warns a routine home inspection like the one done before a purchase may miss major mold issues. You need a specialist.
A IEP, or indoor environmental professional, has all kinds of toys and tools to kind of look behind walls. We're not Jesus or Superman. We can't see through walls, but we have a lot of tools that help us figure out what's going on, including IR camera, borescopes, and other kind of ways of testing.
The inspection starts by testing the air outside to compare with indoor air. With specialized cameras and moisture meters, pros can focus on an area of concern or assess the whole house. The cost? Between $700 to $1,000.
I have seen horrors where in crawl spaces there was like a clingy kind of hanging mold about 3 inches down from underneath all the joists.
Mold can potentially cause serious health issues, according to Dr. Diana Stafford.
It can kill you. It really can. So it's definitely a hidden epidemic.
She explains long-term exposure is especially dangerous for those with pre-existing conditions and can increase the risk of cancer.
What are some of those worst case scenarios you've seen?
I have seen it where young people developing Alzheimer's disease related to mold. There's called inhalational Alzheimer's, is a type of Alzheimer's disease that is recognized in the literature.
Somebody's watching me, is my anxiety.
Dr. Stafford is known as the Detox Doc on Instagram. She explains after a family member's illness, discovering the lack of medical expertise on mold exposure, she went to work. So how do you know if you're at risk? A simple urine test can detect microtoxins.
Those mycotoxins can cross the blood-brain barrier. They can go throughout our bodies. They can affect every single organ and organ system in our bodies, causing inflammation and causing a wide variety of symptoms, and it affects people differently.
Symptoms can mimic other illnesses and include respiratory and gut problems, neurological effects, headaches in the back of the head, running along the sides, shooting pains, rashes, autoimmune issues.
For me, the symptoms were even more strange. I started having some cardiac issues in the house. At times, I would feel like I couldn't breathe.
Doctors say the first step is identifying the source. It could be in your home, office, or even your car. Then if you can, get away from it. Next, find a doctor who can help with detoxification. To protect your family, keep your living environment healthy. Use a dehumidifier to keep humidity at 50% or less. An air purifier helps as well. Open windows if the air quality is good outside, and clean up any water damage quickly. Mold grows in 24 to 48 hours.
And Alabama does not require mold mitigation companies to be licensed, so proceed carefully. You can learn more in this book by Lee Ramey. Go to freemoldbook.com to order one. OSHA and the EPA also very good sources for reliable information. Brenda?